going on to all of my Scorpios out there? How you doing? I got my dog in the background there, but let's get into it, Scorpio. All right. Good dog. All right. So what I'm seeing here for you, Scorpios, is the Queen of Cups, the Hermit, the Page of Swords, the Four of Cups, the Two of Swords, the Four of Wands, the Page of Cups, the King of Swords, the Seven of Cups, and last but not least is the Knight of Wands. So what I'm seeing here for the whole lot of you Scorpios is I'm seeing how I love my dog, but I'm seeing how a lot of you Scorpios happen to be in a situation right now where the Queen of Cups, the Hermit, and the Page of Swords. I mean, this is about how someone coming at you with some nonsense all right off the rip. You're trying to get to know them and you're trying to step to them correctly, right? Queen of Cups, right? And you're offering that. And you essentially have to, you know, essentially you're in two situations. You're in one of two situations. Either to unfortunately, good dog, but either to unfortunately get away from these people, or it's time for you to start playing them because they started coming into the relationship talking to you and telling you about all this other stuff, this goofy stuff about what it is that they're not going to do. That's my cat now. What it is that they're not going to do. And, they're not going to do this. They're not going to do that. But then they expect that to sound like a good deal, like, okay, the dating pool is not about what it is that you're going to get and that's it. The dating pool is also about what you're going to offer, what it is that you're going to bring to the table. So when you start talking about all this other stuff about what you're not going to do, like, people don't seem to understand that they sound crazy. Like, what do you well, okay, people coming in with this value and they want to date you, and you understand what I'm saying? They want to date you and they want to see where the relationship can go, and you never know. And but the person is dating you because they do like you. And depending on the situation, depending on how good you are all around, they may end up taking this situation to, the next level progressively, right? When it's time to, right? But then at the same time, imagine, you start coming in telling the person about all this other stuff about what it is that you're not going to do. You're not gonna get intimate. You're not gonna talk to this person too much. You're not gonna do this. You're not gonna put up any money. You're not gonna, like, how do people expect to be in a functional relationship and there's no kind of reciprocation? There's no kind of them giving anything back whatsoever as well. It's just about the nonsensical aspect of, oh, well, I'm just supposed to, get what it is that I'm only supposed to get, and I'm not going to offer you anything. And then that's another trick too that a lot of people play with this Hermit and this Page of Swords, is the constant coming up with excuses to cover the fact that these people are dysfunctional and they have a consumer mindset and they don't have a producer or productive mindset at all. They come up with excuses, right? When you're trying to get to know them, it's always some stuff about, oh, well, I'm not going to be intimate with you because of this. I'm not going to put up any of my money because of X, Y, and Z. And it's like, you sure do come up with a lot of excuses, but you don't come up with any kind of excuses when you Scorpios would be the one to put something up. And this goes for any of the zodiac signs, but I'm talking to you Scorpios. So this is a situation why it is I talk so much about goofy and stuff like this, because the mindset, that type of mindset, is that of a person who is a mad person, meaning that a person who, that the person essentially wants to be sadomasochistic. They want to impose their will onto somebody by treating them like trash. And then the thing is that, and they want to come out of it smelling like roses and looking like the hero. But the Four of Cups and the Two of Swords represents, but you Scorpios already know what time it is. That's why you Scorpios looking at this like you tried, because the Four of Cups is an honest try. The Four of Cups is you doing what it is that you could do, and the Two of Swords is about how this person just met you with all of this 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 goofy stuff, all of this dysfunction about, again, what they're not going to do, coming up with these types of excuses, right? Coming up with these excuses about everything that they're not going to do for you. What, they're not going to put up any money. They're not going to, if anything happened to you, they're not going to be at your bedside if you know, I don't want this to happen to y'all, but if you ended up in a hospital, they're not going to be at your bedside. They're not going to, make sure that, you go to physical therapy. If you have to learn to walk again. I'm not wishing that on you. I'm saying the severity of it. They're not going to do anything, and you're looking at this like, and so you Scorpios should look out for that type of mentality. Everyone should, because this is a part of the games that people play, right? The mentality of, wait a minute, wait a minute, wait a minute. So you have this mentality of you're literally not going to do a whole lot. But what am I? Okay, so I mean, we don't even need high levels of spirituality. We could just use logic. If you just told me that you don't care about me at all, you're not going to do anything for me. And if we want to play that whole, play into that cynical fake mentality that people will throw up, well, human beings are only looking out for themselves, even though that's not really true. But human beings are only looking out, and it's already been proven not to be true. But human beings exclusively look out for themselves. And the only reason why it is that we're paying attention or being reciprocal to another person is so we can get something back. Okay, even if we use that form of logic now, that's still not a good deal. You know why? Because if I'm looking out for me, and this is transactional in that sense, okay, you're getting everything. Okay, but since I'm being selfish just like you, what am I getting out of it? And you're literally telling me nothing. So even from a transactional standpoint of view, why would I want to hang out with that? But see, this is what I'm talking about. A lot of people in the dating pool who have that consumer mindset, this goofy mindset of, I'm not going to produce anything to you, and I'm of substance that you want, and I'm going to go ahead and continue to come up with excuses as to why it is that I'm not going to give you anything. The Four of Wands represents, this is why it is that they are by themselves, because of the Page of Cups. They're too caught up with their own delusion about them having all of this value. Because I told, right, the King of Swords, because the way that they're trying to make it seem like, it's this is common sense that you Scorpios are supposed to know. This is how this game is supposed to be played. You're supposed to just offer them everything, and you're not supposed to get anything of substance that you want in exchange back, because this is what respect looks like. And it's like, no, this is what worship looks like. There's a difference between respect and worship. Respect is, you see the value in a person, and you see the value in their life, and you see that they have value, and you like it, and you give it the space to grow. Worship is when you give, right? Worship is when you give something to someone or an idea endlessly, and you don't ever get anything of substance back. It's a pure parasitic relationship. That's what worship is. Worship of anything, read into that, is by definition a parasitic relationship. So since we just covered what worship is, this person wants you to do what? This person wants you to worship them. I'm not going to do this. I'm not going to cook for you. I'm not going to look out for you at all. And forget about all this mentality of taking care of, because we're grown folks. We're not talking about taking care of anybody like they a kid. What we're talking about is, we're talking about looking out for people. So you telling me that This person isn't even going to look out for you. And you and you Scorpios are expected to just do all this, do this, that, the third, and the other, right? How? And you're not getting anything of substance back. This is the reason why it is that I say that that anybody who's playing games, they're goofy. They're goofy because it's people want you to be okay with being in a parasitic relationship. People want you to be okay with allowing yourself to be put up there on the cross, right? And to be scapegoated as some sort of martyr, some sort of punching bag, right? Physically, unfortunately, and spiritually, unfortunately, where they want you to take all their blame because of their faults and their follies and punish you for some stuff you literally never even did that you probably don't even deserve, Scorpio. And then the thing is that the Seven of Cups and the and the Knight of Wands represents. So you got to learn to get away from these people because the Seven of Cups represents you're trying a little bit too hard. And what I mean by that is you talking to these people and trying to have like common sense interactions with these people, and these people are mad. These people look up the definition of mad. These people are mad. You know what mad means? It means that it means to be violent. They want to take out their violent tendencies on you. Unfortunately, they want to take out their frustrations because they're cowards. They want to take out their frustrations on you and have you be okay with it because they too chicken to actually go take out their frustrations with the people that did that to them in the first place, that really did them wrong. They're goofy. This is what I keep saying. Now you got a group of supposed grown folks that's coming out here looking to have this consumer parasitic, because you can't even call it vampiric, because I just found out I want to say a year ago, a vampire means something completely different than what it is that you think it does. Because a vampire actually produces something. Come to find out, when I did even more research into it, so you can't even call them a vampire. They're a parasite. They're a leech. So you got to get away from these people because these people are goofy. And then you have the Knight of Wands, which is they believe so much that they have all this value. And remember what it is that I told y'all about why it is that you shouldn't, huh? Oh, remember what it is that I told y'all about why it is that you shouldn't be so tolerant. You need to have patience, but you can't be so tolerant of these people because of the fact that, remember what I told y'all, the way that things work, the way that life works is that if you have, huh? Okay, hold on a second. Appreciate it, though. Have a good one. You too, man. Take it easy. Stay safe, bro. You want to look inside? Go ahead, look inside. Yeah, I'll open it a little bit later. Love you. But so yeah, sorry about that, right? I had to answer the door because I got some mail coming. But the point of the matter is that I told y'all, right? Please excuse all that. Don't be upset at me, right? Y'all already know how it is that my life is. Don't even worry about all that. But at the same time, you have to take it into consideration, right? And what you're taking into consideration is the way that things work on just existence. The most productive, valuable people are the ones that are productive in producing something. They're not sitting up there constantly talking about how they've been wronged and they're not being productive and they're not bringing anything to the table. It's the people who always mad about what they think that they're not getting are the consumers, the parasites, because those people have the mentality of what I am going to do is my value is so high only a few people actually will get a chance to see what my value is. So as a result, what I am going to do is those people happen to be lucky. So because most people don't know how to because most people won't get my value or what I produce or what I can bring to the table, what I can bring to a relationship, right? What I'm going to do is I'm going to sit back and only a very few people actually get a chance to see the beauty and the artisanal, right? Where you get the word artist from, artisanal aspect of me, right? And at the same time, but they don't really seem to understand that their value is low because in actuality, there's nothing behind that. So let's clarify the Seven of Cups. Matter of fact, let's clarify the Page of Cups. This video is going to be longer, because the door, right? Just to kind of make up for that. But to clarify the Page of Cups, we have the Nine of Cups, the Two of Swords, the Seven of Wands, and the Ten of Cups, Scorpio. So what this means here is the Nine of Cups and the Two of Swords, right, represents their delusion. Again, they have all this sense of value, but that's all it is. It's a sense. It's not real. It's not a sense that's tied and rooted into anything real where when they come around, 100 people get fed or something like this. You understand what I'm saying? And they actually solve some sort of problem, that people are having. No, which brings value. My dog's asleep. No, what it is that these are people who are essentially dysfunctional and they're trying to use the value game of you need to bring me something as a con. They're trying to sit over here and get you to feel like that. The Seven of Wands and the Ten of Cups represents this being a situation where you Scorpios, what do you need to do? You Scorpios need to get out of that situation because you need to understand that these people are way too dysfunctional and that there's nothing there behind that stone wall that they've built up for you. There's nothing there. And this is why it is a lot of people ended up getting cheated on because of the fact that people spend so much time. A lot of the times what it is so many people want to build this high value when they ain't about a whole lot and they want to build this value up. And what it is that they get themselves to a point where as a result nobody wants to deal with them long term because they do this, and they do this to everybody that tries to get at them. They allow someone to chase and chase and chase and chase and chase, and the person doesn't get anything because remember the other person has that mentality of, oh, I'm so valuable. And then what happens is then when the person finally gets it, the person is like, I did all of this and I produced all of this, right? I gave all of this value for you to take in or to consume it, only for me to get way less valuable. It's not even about the quantity, how much, right? It's about the quality of the value. So you telling me that I didn't even get the value that exchanges equally or equivalently for the value that I gave. So why am I being loyal to you? That's why it is that a lot of people keep talking about they got played and running around here, so heartbroken, playing all these delusional games, lying, sitting up on the internet, looking for likes. You know, I was about to say something, but looking for likes with all these acrylic nails on and all this other type of stuff. But with all these acrylic nails on, they still can't even get. I'm an ice queen. I'm so cold. I'm an ice queen. You ain't icing anything. You a goofy. Anyway, let me clarify the Knight of Wands. I'm an ice queen. Duh. To clarify the Knight of Wands, which is them, the Knight of Swords, the Five of Swords, the Knight, excuse me, the Nine of Pentacles, and then you have the Two of Pentacles. So this is about how they approach the situation. And the Knight of Swords, the Five of Swords, is they approach all their situations being dysfunctional and obtuse and incongruent like that. Meanwhile, they were single like a mug before they met you. While they met you, nobody wanted them. The people who wanted them only wanted to. You understand what I'm saying? And as a result, they have all this it regardless of who it was. Just going to say that. But the Nine of Pentacles and the Two of Pentacles represents this being a situation for you where, but you got to remember, you have to remember that they're delusional and that they're out of their mind. So you can't take a whole lot of what it is that they say seriously. You have to just examine the situation and understand some more of the games that people play and learn to leave that one alone, right? Understand the games that people can potentially play with you and learn something from that bad situation so that the next time you see this type of occurrence happening again, you know what to do. Like, oh, okay, this person is looking for me to do everything for them. Okay, got you. You goofy. Let me leave you alone. But that's pretty much it. Comment on the video, like the video, subscribe to the YouTube channel, share the video. I just want to say we're headed towards that 10,000 mark, 10,000 subscribers. We have 4,750 subscribers. Smash that subscribe button, smash that like button, hit the notification bell, set the notification bell to all so you can be notified whenever I drop these videos. Peace.